Okay, hi guys, Mr. Who's the Boss here, and this is the sort of first video in a series of perhaps mini Let's Play videos. I'm yet to decide whether or not I'm going to continue with this, but it does seem likely because a lot of people have requested it, and I'll continue to improve. I mean, this is just the first one, and yeah, I mean, I'll take your tips and go from there. But in this video, we're going to be playing a bit of Ragnarok Odyssey Ace. So I'm actually on the chapter 7, and that's chapter 7 out of 9, and it's getting pretty difficult. I mean, the last boss I fought was one called Harindiga or something like that, and it was this massive giant, and it took me about 10 goes to complete. So yeah, here goes. Now, something else that I really like about this game is that it's basically taken all the bad bits out of Monster Hunter. You know, things like hot and cold drinks and having to sharpen your weapon and all that kind of stuff. You don't have to mess around with that anymore. It's a lot more straightforward. So this looks interesting. So this is the first specifically female boss that we've actually fought, and they said she's just as bad as the male one. We'll see about that. Interesting attack. It looks kind of reminiscent of the Lollipop Chainsaw Girl, surprisingly. I don't know, the Ragnarok universe has sort of drawn inspiration from just about everywhere, to be honest. You see hints of everything from Disney to Monster Hunter to Pokemon, so yeah. No, I don't think this should be too difficult, to be honest. The attacks aren't too bad. Like, I don't think this one's going to be whipping out any one-hit KOs or anything like that. Just a couple of sneaky dodges, I'll be alright. Yeah, no, the combat on this game is actually really good. It's got a lot more to it than the one on, for example, Monster Hunter, where you've literally just got the circle and the triangle. Because you've got obviously special attacks here, and they are quite cool, and you unlock more the further you go on. And you can choose which ones to equip as well, which is really nice, so it's a lot of customization to it. Something else that I really enjoyed in Ragnarok Odyssey is the kind of equivalent of a rage mode that you can go on to, which basically it drains your health, but at the same time every time you hit enemies your health increases, so you sort of, I guess, you know, your attack power goes up really high, and it's kind of a high risk, high reward kind of mode, and that really does give you kind of a rush, you know, and even like quite boring scenarios that can really help spice things up. So yeah, that's a really good idea. But yeah, apart from that, I'd say the game is a little bit less tactical than something like Monster Hunter. I'd say that it requires probably a little bit less skill and a bit more button mashing, but nonetheless, it's not exactly a game you can just walk through. I mean, I did initially think it was that, and to be honest, a lot of the reviews actually said it was very easy as well, but no, I'm actually finding this a good challenge, to be honest. I mean, yeah, the first 4 or 5 chapters were basically a walkthrough, but after that things have picked up. So something that I'm not really liking that much is how linear it is. So for example, in something like Monster Hunter, it's a lot more open-ended. You know, you can scroll through a list of like 20 pages of different weapons, and you can just pick one, and then you say, okay, I'm going to work towards that weapon by targeting this monster. Whereas in this game, a certain sort of set of weapons, one of each category, will basically unlock after you complete each chapter. So you basically complete a chapter, equip a basically identical but slightly stronger weapon, and then do the next chapter, rinse and repeat. So I know that's not all there is to it, but that part of the actual game is not done great, and I think they could have done more with the actual weapon customization. Also, none of the actual typical RPG elements are here, which is, again, very similar to Monster Hunter, but I actually think it would have benefited from that, because it would just give you another sort of layer of progression. You feel like you're making more progress than maybe you are. Even if enemies are actually getting stronger at the same rate as you are, just seeing those numbers go by is kind of just another incentive to play. But yeah, so I am having a really good time. No signs of getting bored yet, to be honest. I'm still gonna go ahead and try and get that platinum trophy, as ridiculous as it seems at this point. It's still a long shot. I mean, I've collected a few bronzes, no silvers, no golds, so yeah, a long way to go. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm kind of starting to wonder when this dude's gonna die. I mean, I've been hitting it constant for like 5 minutes. Oh, there we go. Alright guys, so that was just a short snippet of gameplay. In the future, I will probably come out with slightly longer ones, but for now, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more.